interrupciones, inicio de un evento, y al final de un evento. This means that the preterite is past actions that happen once, interruptions, or beginning or end of an event. Perfecto es acciones que ocurren muchas veces en el pasado, acción pasada en progresivo, y una descripción del estado. This is actions that have happened like a lot of times in the past, and also past actions in the progressive form, and it also describes conditions, and those are like the difference between preterite and imperfect. Descriptions for the imperfect are in a acronym called ALWET. All stands for la edad, la actividad, la apariencia, which is like age, attitude, and appearance. L stands for localización, which is location. W stands for tiempo, which is weather. E stands for emoción, which is emotions. P stands for apariencia física, which means physical appearance. And T stands for hora, which is time. Okay, so both the preterite and the imperfect is past tense, and it's very important to know the difference of when to use both of them. Muy importante. Preterite is any completed action, single event, series of events, or interrupting actions. Key phrases are ayer, yesterday, anteayer, the day before yesterday, anoche, last night, el año pasado, last year, add the time frame plus pasado, el sábado pasado, which means last Saturday, it can be any day of the week plus pasado, hace 2 semanas, 2 weeks ago, you add hace plus the time frame, una vez, one time, un día, one day, de repente, suddenly. Estas palabras se relacionan con preterito. Okay, so for the preterite forms, you have the AR verbs and the ER and the IR verbs. For AR, the conjugations for yo is E with an accent mark, tú is haste, él, ella, usted is O with an accent, nosotros is amos, vosotros is estáis, and ellos, ellas, ustedes is harán. For IR and ER verbs, yo is I with an accent mark, tú is iste, él, ella, usted is io with an accent mark, nosotros is imos, vosotros is estáis, and ellos, ellas, ustedes is ieron. So an example is nadar, so it'd be nade, nadaste, nadó, nadamos, nadastáis, nadaron. And an example of an IR verb is abrir, so it'd be abrí, abriste, abrío, abrimos, abristáis, abrieron. So. Forms are estar, which is estu, andar, which is undo, poder is food, poner is pus, saber is soup, venir is bean, tener is tu, querer is quis, traer is traje, conducir is conduge, producir is produce, and traducir is traduce. So. For the irregular verb endings for AR verbs, the yo form is E, tu is iste, el, ella, usted is O, nosotros is imos, vosotros is estáis, and ellos, ellas, ustedes is ieron. For the ER and IR irregular verbs, the endings for the yo form is E, tu is iste, el, ella, usted is O, nosotros is imos, vosotros is estáis, and ellos, ustedes, and ellas is eran. The rules for the predicate, number 1, AR ER verbos no se derivan cambio en predicto. Number 2, solamente los verbos ir derivan cambio en predicto. Number 3, el cambio solo ocurre en tercera persona plural y singular. Si más de una vocal en el tallo, cambia la vocal que estás más cerca al extremo del vástago. O to you, E to I. Example for dormir. Yo dormí, tú dormiste, él, ella, usted dormió with a U. Nosotros dormimos, vosotros dormisteis, ellos, ustedes durmieron with a U. Preferir. Yo preferí, tú preferiste, él, ella, usted prefirió. Nosotros preferimos, vosotros preferisteis, ellas, ustedes is prefirieron with the conjugation of an I for both the singular and plural third person. Spelling change number 1. Cambio ortográfico en yo forma para los verbos AR. Number 2. Algunos verbos terminan en car, gar, zar. Number 3. Todas las demás formas de estos verbos son regulares y no hay cambio de ortografía. Steps 1. Drop car, gar, zar. Number 2. Add the new conjugation to the end. Car equals que, gar equals gue, zar equals se. Buscar in yo form is busque. Gar in yo form is gue. Almorzar in yo form is almorce. Spelling change number 2. IR verbos que tienen un cambio tallo que termina en vocal tienen un cambio ortográfico en tercera persona, ambas formas, singular y plural, en el pretérito. So, change IO to yo. Change eran to yeran. Add the accent marks on all the I's throughout the conjugations. Leer in third person is leo, and in third person plural it is leyeron. Caer in third person singular is cayó, and in third person plural it is creyeron. Now onto the imperfecto form. It means to do used to do, habits, habitually that are habitually repeated, unfinished actions, what things were like or how things used to be, telling time, actions that set the stage for another action, tell one's age, describe persons, places, and things in the past, and does not have a definite beginning or end. So key phrases are todos los días, los domingos, cada día, siempre, muchas veces, con frecuencia, amo único, de niño, de niña, en cuando era pequeño. The verb endings for the imperfecto form is muy fácil. For the AR verbs, yo form, aba, tú, abas, él, ella, usted is aba again, nosotros is abamos, vosotros is abais, and ellas, ellos, ustedes is aban. For the ER and the IR verbs, yo form is ia, tú, ias, él, ella, ustedes, ia again, nosotros is iamos, vosotros is iais, and ellas, ellos, ustedes is ian. Solo tres irregulares. So IR, yo form is iba, tú ibas, él, ella, ustedes iba, nosotros ibamos, vosotros ibais, ellas, ellos, ustedes is iban. Ser is another irregular. Yo era, tú eras, él, ella, usted era, nosotros iramos, tú irás, él, ella, ustedes era. So ver is the last irregular. Yo veía, tú veías, él, ella, usted veía, nosotros veíamos, vosotros veíais, ellos, ellas, ustedes is veían. So there's no spelling or stem changes. An example, yo coleccionaba sellos cuando tenía 8 años de edad. I used to collect stamps when I was 8 years old. It is the imperfecto form, lo hizo más de una vez en el pasado. Another example is, yo llamé a la policía y esperé 15 minutos. So it's I called the police and waited 15 minutes. That is the preterite because eventos individuales repitan una vez. ¿Puede usted hacer esto? I'm going to give you guys examples and you tell me if it's preterite or imperfecto. So yo caminaba cada día, which is I used to walk every day. Is it imperfect or is it preterite? It is imperfecto porque acción pasado repetida. Next one. Juan hablas 2 horas. So Juan spoke 2 hours. Is it preterite or imperfect? Es preterite porque solo una vez. Ahora ya sabes preterito y el imperfecto.